think they get that from? Because they know, they saw what your forefathers did. That these people who don't back down in front of anything, they have a blade, and your fathers had blades and they had guns, and they didn't cower it out. So if you want to ask me, yes, our men are dangerous. They know they are. They know. They saw their fathers. So that's why for those they were able to pull out of the continent. That's why surveillance is tight when it comes to us, because they know the giants, the sleeping giants within their walls. Only our people don't know it yet. So yeah, they can ask me, I tell them, yes, my people are dangerous. Yes, and you should have asked us before you stole them from us. We would have told you to handle them with care, right? So you have to understand why we are so spied on, because your forefathers gave them hell. They've never seen that everywhere they've been. Okay? So in that video, what led to our fall was the division. And if you want to, go and watch part 2, 3 of Dearest Children of Africa, the division. And who started the division? Us, the African queens. But these women didn't know that the future of the entire kingdom was right there in their home. And they went and act foolish. So our generation, we need to do things better. So when you see them trying so hard to divide us, division is a weapon of war. Just like lies, you can't conquer people if you don't divide them. They found out that it was a very powerful weapon against us. So anybody trying to divide us is at war with us. Simple as that. Anybody coming around with that rhetoric about, oh, you African this, oh, we are different, some so-called Hebrew Israelite, they don't know that bound to Africa. Oh, my gosh. We are the Bantu Israelite. Some of them have moved to go to Israel. They claim that's the promised land. Africa is our promised land. We came from Palestine. Those over there fighting these people, they don't even belong there. We came from there, and then we journeyed into Egypt and spent 5 centuries before we started the Bantu migration. What I say is not up for debate. Some of our people, they know so much, they want to debate. So we need to be careful with that. We are royals. I explained to you what makes you, all of you, royal. The kind of deal we got with the Lord. The Creator, the crown He gave us is the crown of unity, one. So you have to have that heart. You have to have that royal heart. Anything that has to do with royalty is purity. Crowns come from God. He doesn't give savages any crown. He doesn't get into covenant with savages. So it's important that no matter what we went through, we withdraw and go back to our essence. Before they came, we didn't have a prison system. We were that pure in the sense that we were standing strong on our values and morals to the point that we didn't need to have a prison system. So it bothers me so much, the nerve of them to mass incarcerate our people. People they stole, and they dragged them before the courts and gave them sentences. Anyway, so you have to understand who you are. We are royals. So anything royal is powerful, is strong, is beautiful, is divine, is pure. It's not hateful. I know we went through a lot. Gosh, so much, and still are going through. Our challenge is to remain pure. You know, when they come at you funny, stand your ground, defend yourself the best way you can, but find the time to just release it. Don't hold on resentment, because it's not us. Hatred is not us, and they know it. So as I was saying, division is a weapon of war, just like lies are a weapon of wars. Lies had been used in the past many times to go and do something. I mean, we went and invade Iraq, claiming they had weapons of mass destruction. We went and killed His Excellency Muammar Gaddafi, may you rest in peace, claiming he had...
Not we, they did that. We didn't do that. They told us they was going to do something because of that reason, and whatever reason they had to use. But we didn't do that. They did that.
He was a terrorist. He was this, he was that. So any reason they can use to get there and do whatever they want, I mean, it's war. It's war. So, you know, they knocked the black man from his throne, and they're sitting on his throne, so they have to discredit him. And one of the biggest lies was he sold his own children, because each time you're going to tell someone, no, it didn't really happen like that, you have a savage that will come, no, African didn't really sell their people. I'm like, oh God, these people, they want to be slaves. They want to be like they want to be treated like object. Do you know how serious that is? That somebody's crown king sold you, it means you nothing. You have no covering. People can do to you as you wish. And that was the lie they say, to disarm you, you know, spiritually. You know, they're going to say your own king, you know, sold you. And we know how it works. Whatever you believe, that's who you become. And from there, they just need to file their nails. I don't need a leash on that one. He's a certified slave. Don't do that to yourself. I mean, our kings died. Our crown kings died. In some places and stuff, yeah, I mean, they put a puppet, but a puppet has no authority over no land, much less a whole human being. Deciding to pull children from their fathers and mothers' land. This is a major decision. And you're going to say a puppet going to have the divine authority for God to be like, okay, do. Because if your king does that, God will pull back and say, hey, maybe they deserve it. But come on, we need to respect ourselves. And let's not forget also one thing. Have you ever thought that we are tomorrow's ancestors? How would you feel if your kids start accusing you of everything? Or you were a witch, you were a wizard. They use spirituality to cripple us. They tell you your ancestors, blah, blah, blah. Some people, I mean, in their church, they're going to bind their ancestors. People who didn't held any slave, people who didn't go to somebody's land and took it over and killed them and made their children orphan and enslaved their children. People who didn't do nothing but just be born and live their life. They were prosperous, just chilling, living their life. The white men came and disturbed them. These are the people you're binding in your churches. No wonder you are easy to be found. So, and unity is our weapon against division. Why? Because we need to be united to survive this. The world is on the brink of, there's got to be a change. And it won't happen us just sitting on our buttocks. We have to unite. When I speak of unity, I'm not asking us to necessarily go and sing kumbaya at somebody's house. No. You know, we are human beings, different personalities, different everything, right? With some people we click, with others we don't. So we can't expect to get along with everybody just because they're black. But the unifying factor should be that we all want the same thing. And what is that thing? It's freedom for our people. We want to be free. You know, we want to self-determine our future. We want to self-rule ourselves. We want to become our own people again. If you found a black person who thinks the same way, you think another one who think the same way, hey, that's a tribe already. You guys don't have to be buddies. That factor alone should be the unifying factor. You know, I don't have to be best friend with my fellow black person, you know, for me to want the best for him. Hey, we don't have to be cool like that. But as long as you and your family is okay, I'm okay. We need to get to that point. But what we currently doing, when we see one of us doing okay, we go and destroy them from within. You see? We go and destroy them from within. So we need to let it go. In everything, we have to show a united front. In everything. When I was younger, we would go... I was in a dance group because I love to dance. And when there's like dance competition and stuff, and our mothers would go, you know, and cheer us up and stuff. When they're done putting our uniform on and stuff and we're running to go dance, they used to always tell us one thing: let the strongest lead. If you go to a soccer game, they will always tell their kids, let the strongest lead. So that was a way for them to teach us that. Let's say, for example, if you know you're not as good in those dance moves as your sister A, B, or C, let her stand in front of you. It's okay. It's completely okay. Because all of you are going to take home the trophy. This is the mentality we need to have in cultivating unity. Right? You identify among us. We cannot all be, you know, in Africa it's like they all want to be king. But even our ancestors, the way they set up, you know, our family structure, not everybody was king. There was always the king. There was one that was the military. One of the king's son gonna be the military. They're gonna give him the hatchet or whatever weapon it is for that tribe. The other one gonna have the broom is gonna be the healer. The other one gonna have whatever, the lawyers. They have the lawyers, you know, the one that if a matter has to go to the council of elders and stuff, we had our lawyers, and these are gifts. So each child of the king will have a gift, you know, but you have to identify who's who. The king is all that combined. You know, he have authority, all that combined, but his supporting team are there. And he can stand strong without his supporting team. You see? But the king is usually the strongest. The one who can talk shit a lot and not be afraid and be like, what? What did you say? So you have to identify that if you know that we are fighting and stuff, you know that I have more exposure, but I've noticed this other one who speaks louder than I do. When we go into battle, whatever event that is, you call that person, come here, come and bark louder than I can bark. That's how it works. But we spend 500 years in their hands, so they program us to compete against each other. Some of us are so toxic. They won't congratulate you. They won't help you. And when you finally make it without them, they won't congratulate you. And worse again, they're going to become a troll on you. They're going to come and put thumbs down to mess up with your algorithm. But for why? Why? My people, why? Another a fellow content creator created a content that really helped you. You like it, you walked away with some key information, but you won't give a thumb up because in your mind it's going to help them, not you. See, my people, that's where I come in to tell you who we are. and how our spirituality works. The video, Dear White People, and I'm so happy that it touched many of you. I mean, that's what a queen is for. Like I keep on saying, our crowns are real. I mean, I had a completely nice little suburban life, quiet, that I basically had to give up to come out and help heal our people, because they wouldn't let me, the crown wouldn't let me. So that's how I know that our crowns are real. Our people here are real. Our people here, many of you are MVPs. Many of you came from royal homes.